Hi everyone, welcome to Pop Culture Shop. Today we're going to be opening one of the boxes of the brand new Gundam card game. So this releases today. And yeah, this is the first box we got our hands on. Really excited to open this because I'm really excited to play this game. So let's see what we get. And of course, I knock everything over right away. Alright. This is actually a really thick box. Very thick box. Alright. Feels like there's a lot more packs in here than there actually are. But yeah, they are thick. Much thicker than normal. At least that's the way it feels. And looks, actually. Alright, so we're going to start with the left side first. See if we can get some LRs, see if we can get some alt arts. Maybe even get a double star, that'd be very nice. Definitely certain commons and uncommons and rares we're looking out for on top of, you know, the crazy stuff. Alright, so here we have Gyaradoga, Pisces, Stark Jigen, Stealth Stratagem, Signs of a Revolution, Naval Bombardment, remember this from the beta, Gyaradoga Heavy Arm type, Gundam Heavy Arms, Sword Strike, Michaelis, and we have our first rare, which is a Perfect Strike Gundam, which is actually one we need for our decks. And then we have Noin's Ares as our second rare. And then we have Ariel as our common resource, which is very nice that they have, you know, resources in these packs. Alright, pack 2. We have a Zaku 2, which is pretty much a staple in every Xeon deck. Lifrith, probably one of the best blockers has right now. Dop, side 7 base. The Gog, Rizel, Show Resolve, blue staple, Kashyata, the normal version of it, Adzam, Gold Jetark, and then our first rare is Battle of Aces. This is actually one of the cards that actually has an alt art. And then we have Delta Plus, which has repair and it gets a link bonus as well. And we have Grandpa Gundam as our resource card. Alright, pack 3. Riddick. Cancer. Jeez, don't want to say that. MQ, probably one of the better pilots. Goon. Mistral. Gouf. Isaac Jewel. Zex Leo. Mid-air modifications. Shang Wu Fei. And then our first rare is Fortress Defense. And then our second rare is the Blitz Gundam. And then our resource is Freedom. Pack 4. Nice that the card pool's big enough that we haven't really seen a lot of the samesies yet. Alright, Path to Victory or Defeat. Recedes Orders. Ellen Saris Enhanced. Zaku Mariner. Dressen. Resids Magnek. Gun Tank. Nahel Argama. We have Gears Zulu. Overflowing Affection, which is a white staple. Our first rare is Gundam Ariel, which was also a beta card. And then we have our first LR, which is Char's Gelgoog, which is great because it lets you discard a Xeon or Neo Xeon unit, and then you can get a pilot that is level 3 or lower from the trash, specifically Char, and then pair it with it directly. And we have a Zaku 2 token. So yeah, Gelgoog gets a sleeve. There's like a wicked combo you can do with Xeon and the Gelgoog. Where basically, like, when you're at 4 level, you play the Zanzibar base for 2, which lets you play the Gelgoog for free, and then the Gelgoog will get the Char from the trash back on to pair it, and you basically get all that value for just a cost of 2. Bigger Pente, 13th Tactical Testing Sector, M1 Astray, Shenlong, Goals Delanza, Ride, Gundam Death Scythe, Kusanagi, Gamao, which is a base, Gyaradoga, and then our first rare is Deep Devotion, which is Lucretia. And then we have Choo Choo's Demi Trainer as our second rare, which is probably one of my favorite cards in this set because it lets you draw one and discard one on attack. Choo Choo's Demi Trainer is great. And then we have Kishriata as our resource. Alright. And now this is pack 6, and we've hit 1 LR so far. We have Anksha, Gallus, Ball, Delanza, Gyaradoga, Rizzo, Loto, First Contact, Banager Lynx, probably one of the best pilots in the game, with it just the 2-2 stat line is insane already. Kusanagi, first rare, Charzaku 2. This was a menace during the beta days. Great card. And then we have Intercept Orders. This also was a beta card. And then Wing is our resource. Alright. Din, Zizulu, Strike Gundam, Kigali Skygrasper, Mining Asteroid Palu. Oh, this is the 0-6 base for red. Playing this to mess up some wing breaches. Duos Leo, Launcher Strike, one of the best cards. Bylorant Custom, Adzam, Bukyu. Rare number 1 is Pilot Duo Maxwell, who is very important to the wing decks, because you're usually running Wing and Death Scythe. And then our second rare is Unicorn Gundam in Unicorn mode. And this is meant to pair with Banager. So basically when it gets destroyed, you get Banager back in your hand and you trash one. And relinking Banager to another Unicorn lets you draw, so it's a good cycle. And there you go. Unicorn is our resource. That was a very unicorny pack. Alright. Next pack starts with M1 Astray, Underground Desert Base, Pisces, a Silton Torrington Base, Derka, Shenlong, securing a supply line, Bukyu, Xeon Remnant Forces, Overflowing Affection, always great to see, Legao, haven't seen this one before, pretty cool. And then we have a legendary, which is Banshee Destroy mode. Crazy foiling on that. This is the one that Meridia Cruz is the pilot of. Has a really weird effect because you gotta choose 12 cards from your trash to return to your deck in order to use its main effect. But yeah, it gets first strike and it gets 2 unsuspend, so pretty good. Alright, next pack. We start with Dirka, Ball, Gundam, Jigen, Stubborn Cog, Skygrasper, Zanzibar, great base, First Contact, Izak Jewel, Desert Tiger. Then we have Shamblo as our first rare. And then we have Gundam Aerial Rebuild as our legendary. And I am a big Gundam Aerial fan. So it is nice to see the rebuild. This card lets you get a command card back, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Aerial Rebuild. And then Charzaku 2 is our resource. I would not mind the alt art for Ariel, honestly, just because I like Ariel. Ball, Gold Lanza, Gyaradoga, Rizzo, Ride, Cancer, securing a supply line, Bukyu, Xeon Remnants, Overflowing Affection. Now I got like 3 of those already. Gun Cannon, probably one of the best rares from the beta. And then Big Zam, which basically just kills everything with a unicorn resource. Alright, we have almost half the LRs and we're almost halfway through this box. We have yet to see an alt art. Alright, so we got MQ, Goon, Mistral, Golf, Zoot, Wing Gundam, Loto, First Contact, Banner Lynx, Kusanagi. Then we have Extreme Hatred as our first rare. And then we have Freedom Gundam as our LR. And Freedom Gundam is pretty great and something I am personally running in my deck. So definitely nice to see that there. Yeah, Freedom's very nice. Basically pairing it with Kira on the turn it comes out pretty much lets you actually pairing it with anything gives something minus AP2 for the turn, and then if you pair it with Kira and have Kira swing, it gets another AP -2. So value and good for trades. G-Sky Easy, Covert Operative, Assault on Torrington Base, Gallus K, Gyaradoga, Pisces, Isaac Jewel, Zex Leo, Midair Modifications, Shangwu Fei, and then our first rare is Gundam Farract, which is a great link card for Academy, because it lets you get AP -2 for the fight. And then Gundam Ariel, so we have an Academy pack with a wing resource. Ariel and Farract. Alright, so that was the left half of the box. And we got half the LRs, but no AA hits. So hopefully everything will be on this right side. It's usually feel like that's how it goes. Underground Desert Base, Anksha, Demi Garrison, Zaku Mariner, Din, Path to Victory or Defeat, Gundam Heavy Arms, Shangwu Fei, G Fighter, Show of Resolve, and then we have a Dual Gundam as our rare, and then Charzaku 2 as our second rare, with a wing resource. Also, apologize if things are a little weird. We just moved to a new spot, and this is the first video we're shooting here. So, if the light is a little weird with glare, I apologize for it. Alright, so we got Gundam, Z-Zulu, Cancer, Dressen, Recedes Orders, Side 7, Banner Lynx, Ghoul Jetter, Strategic Arms, Rickdom, and then we have Unicorn Gundam 02 Banshee Unicorn model, great rare. And then we have Strike Rouge as our second rare. And Freedom is our resource. Not gonna lie, resources are reminding me a lot of One Piece Dons. Alright, Mining Asteroid Palu, G-Sky Easy, Demi Garrison, Stark Jigen, Duo Leo, Covert Up, Darrell Blade, Zeno, Gamo, Strategic Arms, and then we have Gundam Sandrock as our rare, and Meridia Cruz, the pilot, is our alt art. And that is a really nice alt art, actually. And yeah, she is used for the Unicorn Banshee decks. And she's also a pilot of Kushrita. But yeah, Meridia is the AA here. Very cool. We take those. Pilots that generally have a 1-2 or a 2-1 stat line are pretty good. Alright, Gog, Jigen, M-Cube, Dop, Skygrasper, Recedes Magnek, Nahel Argama, Xeon Remnant Forces, Sword Strike, Securing the Supply Line. Then we have Gyan. And then we have Justice Gundam, which is the other one I'll play. Let's go. Freedom and Justice. And technically they're back-to-back L-Harriets. We take these. Justice. Yeah, I'm kind of running Seed right now. So getting a Freedom and a Justice is a very nice thing to see. But not gonna lie, Meridia is making me want to play Banshee, Strike Gundam, Goon, Lifrith, Bagheer, Skygrasper, Stubborn Cog, Gun Tank, Gundam Aerial Mirasol Flight Unit. First time we've seen this one. Zex Leo, Michaelis, The Witch and the Bride. This was a dominant card back in the beta days. And then we have a normal Meridia Cruise as our second rare. And this one is, Dual Gundam. But yeah, let's actually do a little comparison here right now for Meridia's normal versus Meridia AA. Very, very different, especially in the art styles. Really crazy. I like that the AA looks so different. That doesn't even look like the same character. Alright. Mistral, Zaku 2, 13th Tactical Testing Sector, Gof, Naval Bombardment, Zoot, Darrow Blade, Kashyata, Gelgoog, Loto. And then we have Noin's Ares and Shenlong Gundam, followed by an aerial resource. Alright, Naval Bombardment, Zoot, Signs of a Revolution, Wing, Ellen, Stealth Stratagem, G Fighter, Rikdom, Aerial, Zulu, and we have Kigali Yula Atha as our first rare. Oh, hell yes! AA Justice. This is very nice to see. So yeah, there's the normal and there's the AA. God, that looks so much better. Oh, and it's nice and textured too. Oh yeah. Justice is coming with me to Gen Con. This will be going right into the deck. That is a wonderful, wonderful hit. Alright, so we have 5 packs left. I think we still have 3 LRs to hit. And then I think we have the Alt Art Resource to hit too. But yes, Justice is a great hit. That's the type of stuff I want to see. Signs of Revolution, Wing, Ellen, Stealth Stratagem, Mining Asteroid Palu, G-Sky Easy, Zeno, Midair Modifications, Gundam Death Scythe, Launcher Strike, rare number 1 is Zaku 1 Sniper Type, and our LR is Unicorn Gundam Destroy Mode. Another really cool card. Unicorn Destroy. And this one works with Banniger. Alright, last 4 packs. Let there be magic, please. I would like my Alt Art Resource to be an aerial, preferably. Alright, Demi Garrison, Stark Jigen, Duos Leo, Covert Op, M1 Astray, Underground Desert Base, G Fighter, Rikdom, Gundam Aerial, Gira Zulu, and then we have Xylem Mass as our first pilot, all as our first rare. And then we have Blitz Gundam as our second rare. And a Kashyata Resource. Alright, so technically all 3 of these packs should hit, I think. Which is cool. We're going to end with last pack magics. Either an LR or an AA resource. So we got Skygrasper, Stubborn Cog, Mistral, Zaku 2, 13th Tactical, Gof, Zeno, Midair Modifications, Gundam Death Scythe, Launcher Strike, Faract, Gundam Aerial. Okay, this is the one. What is our resource? It is Dual Gundam. Dual Gundam is our alt art resource. All nice and shiny and textured. I wonder if I'll be running these or if I'm going to run my original beta set foil resources, because those are also kind of cool. Mostly because people can't get them no more. Alright, last 2 packs. Should be an LR in each, I believe. Pisces, Yonam, Derika, Angsha, Shenlong, Gallus, Darrelblade, Zeno, Gamau, Strategic Arms. There we go. For the first time seeing this, Iron Fisted Discipline. There's also the Shootery Pilot, which is really nice, and it pairs with her Gundam. And then our LR is Buster Gundam. Oh, and then we have the shield token for Justice. But yeah, Buster Gundam's super cool. Works very well with Zaft. Basically, you play him, you suspend him to support something for 3 damage. And then once per turn, if you had him support a Zaft, he can unsuspend and support something else again. So giving something +6 attack is pretty nuts. Or spreading the love and doing +3 and +3. Really nice. Or you can just leave him unsuspended so people can't swing over him. Alright, last pack magic. Zoot, Wing Gundam, G-Sky Easy, Covert Ops, Assault on Torrington Base, Gallus K, Bylorant Custom, Desert Tiger, Gelgoog, Zanzibar, Citizens Take a Stand is our first rare. And Wing Gundam 0 is our second rare. That is our LR, Wing Gundam 0. The 8-drop, that is pretty much a board wiper to anything that is level 5 or less. Alright, can't really complain with this box actually. Like, I think we got all the hits we actually wanted to get. I guess we didn't get a Death Scythe, but that's okay. So yeah, we got Wing Gundam 0. We got Buster, Unicorn, Justice, yay, Freedom, yay, Gundam Aerial Rebuild, Gundam Banshee, Char's Gelgoog, and then we got Dual Gundam as the resource, Meridia Cruz as an AA pilot, and then Justice Gundam as our AALR, which is great. Alright, everybody, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed content like this, and we will be having more openings for you in the future. Have a good one. Bye-bye.